Hello YouTube, welcome to Sunday in the Shop. This won't be too long one. We'll have some clips in here of putting the bolts in my pickup box and the rest of the story about the tires being balanced, okay? We wanted to show this. We'll have a picture of this. I've looked at carabiners, a lot of them in stores are cheap. Amazon, they're not cheap. These are under a couple bucks, okay? This is a 1/4 inch one. It's called a quick link. Like put on a chain. They make them big enough you can put on a tow chain for a car. Okay. So in an emergency situation, I could use this for climbing. I don't know the weight that it'll hold. You just have to look it up on the website or something. It says don't use for human weight. This is 880 pounds. But warning, I mean in an emergency situation, I think this would hold me. I put one on here on my drink container. I've had it on there about a week or so, and it is just zinc plated. They do make these in stainless. If you look on Amazon and places, but they're spendy. But this one's still nice and shiny. It's been wearing, and so I could take it off of there, just by unscrewing it. So I have one on here, and I got an extra one. So it was out of 3/16. This is a 1/4 inch one. They make them up to, I think, like 3/8. They make some big ones at the farm store where I go to. Okay, enough of that. I'll have to fix that. Okay, went to Harbor Freight and got this ammo can. Now I've got the sticker over here. We'll just pass it through here. I got the sticker here. I peeled off the side. You can pause on that. Where you pause, you want the part number. Okay, I had bought one of these when I made my stove a few years ago. It's my regular subscribers when I made a little ammo can stove. It was real cheesy and flimsy and junk. I mean, it didn't even make a good stove. This was, and those were like 18, 20 bucks. This one cost me with a coupon. It's regular $15.99. I used my coupon and it came to $12.79. You can even pause on that if you want, if it'll focus. I'll snap a picture of that. So $12.79. Really nice. It's actually the green color it's supposed to. It looks a little lighter on camera here because we've got our lamps all turned off. We're using the light from outside. Really good rubber gasket in the lid. Of course, your lid comes off. Really nice rubber gasket down in there. I mean, it really is a really good gasket. There is a video on this on YouTube where the guy tortures it, does a water test. He beats it up with a ball bat and everything. It's pretty funny to watch. So just type in Harbor Freight ammo can. You'll find it. It is funny. He just beats the crap out with a ball bat and everything. He even takes a torch to it. So made way better. The bottom is better than the other cheesy one I bought. The way it seemed. That's my initials upside down. I initial everything I own. But it's more like a regular Army issue one than the other cheap knockoffs. It really is. If I get this cover back on here. That took a little effort with my thumb. I should have used more spraying your thumb there. But nice, hefty. So I'll give Harbor Freight a plug for that one. I heard some complaints they don't stack very well. There's your dent where your handle stacks in. When I bought these in the store, all I'm going to say is they were stacked up and there was no problem them having stacked in the store. They was in a stack. So I'm not going to argue with anybody. They were stacked up in the store. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. And right after this, you will see the clips of me putting the bolts in the box of my truck and the rest of the tire balance story. So, y'all have a good week. Thanks for showing up this Sunday. It is nice out to be upper 70s. Good morning, YouTube. It's nice out here. It's only about 60, oh, not quite 65 degrees, but the sun's shining and the sky is clear so far. These are 7/16" diameter carriage bolts. They're way too long. They're probably 4.5 inch. I found a washer that will fit over the square part, see? There's the holes where I had to cut these bolts to raise the box, so we'll show you what it looks like underneath. The bolts are way too long, so I hope the deep well socket will reach. And I always buy extra washers and nuts because I have bolts and stuff laying around. It's just a way to replenish it. I probably have half a dozen bolts laying around that could use these nuts. So we'll get underneath, we'll keep this real quick, and then when we're done, we'll tell you about our having to get the tires rebalanced story. So stay tuned. Okay, that was pretty easy. We just got up there with one hand and held the bolt and the washers, you know, the flat washer and then the lock washer up there, then spun the nut on. And being they're new bolts, they spin up real easy. Once I got it snug, it didn't slip too much. It took a few rounds with the ratchet before it started grabbing, so it's pretty easy. Bolts are kind of too long, but oh well, it doesn't matter. It's up here where it's out of the way, so I know this thing sure is rusty underneath, but it's still drivable, so we're done with this job. So stay tuned here and we'll get out from underneath here and well, before we get out here, we'll show you the weights on the tires and tell you how they had to rebalance it. Okay, now the story of the tires. Okay, I took this to a local shop and had these tires balanced, okay? Well, we had a problem. We felt a vibration. It'd get worse and worse. You got over 45 mile an hour, you couldn't go 60. So we took it to the local Walmart up in the city and had them rebalance them, okay? Now, these had weights on the back, okay? It had like a weight that was 3/4 the size of that, had another one stuck off somewhere else. Well, you see how big those weights are? Because he explained to me, he goes, the other one has a big one on it too. He explained it to me that, you know, these are aggressive tires. It's going to take a lot of weight to get them balanced really good. Well, I asked about the red dot. I don't know if you can see it. You see over there where it says, let's zoom in. See the S on Mudstar? There's a red dot, there's also a yellow dot. He said that's not as critical as people think. Because they slap tires on all day long and they're not paying attention to that. And he goes, very few tires they have them dots on them, okay? So he said that wasn't that big of a deal. I stuck the tires on without paying attention to that. So they went ahead and balanced them. We have no problems. Some roads this truck is real shaky on. I mean, it's getting old. The front end isn't the greatest shape. You're going to have some vibrations and stuff, some shimmies. But that's the story of that. Let me spin the camera around. There's the weight over here on this side we had a trouble with. So that's the rest of the story on that. Now they're balanced. They seem pretty good, so I'm happy. I may lower the air pressure in the tire. They're at about 38. I may run them about 32, 33, make it a little softer. But we don't have much room here. Let's get back, get away from that nasty old homemade exhaust pipe. You see there ain't much room there if we hit the frame. I'm thinking about putting air shocks on here. Since we lowered this, there's not much distance there. That way when we want to haul low, we're not going to bottom out. So, I said, it's pretty rusty under here, but I keep everything mechanical good brakes, stuff like that. Brake lines are fair. I have repaired some of the brake lines over the years, so I keep everything safe, even though it's old. And I'm not going to get in here and ever clean this truck up, paint it, overhaul it, restore it or anything. So that's the end of that story. That's too long a video, putting in 2 volts and talking about tires. So thanks for watching if you watched the whole thing. And a real quick clip at the end here, I picked up my free 18-inch Harbor Freight magnet. 18 inches long, hold your tools. It was free. I wouldn't recommend putting knives up there and have it come flying off at you. You might have a knife that's stainless or something, really stick very good to a magnet. You have a knife falling on you. You're not going to see me do that, no. There you go. Hasn't even taken out of the package yet. So, thanks again for watching.